The Momentum True Wireless Earbuds version 2 from Sennheiser have been out for a while now. However, we had a eureka moment.
Early review videos showed a whole host of problems with them. This real conversation will try to answer one simple question. Are those initial problems fixed? And should you buy them?
Okay, two simple questions. Goedendag, we're DHRME.
Did he really mean eureka? In their app, Sennheiser decided to initially go with a waveform-like EQ, which I think makes a lot of sense. It's much easier to achieve a slope or a shelf or a bell, but you know people, they like control.
So Sennheiser's latest version of the app added a 3-band EQ, and the control freaks amongst us can rest satisfied again. Call quality was not good and seemed to sound muffled to the early reviewers.
But since then, a lot of people say that the updated firmware has improved phone calls.
Listen for yourself and tell us in the comments below what you thought of the call quality.
Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Alright, you can't connect to multiple devices simultaneously while using these buds, which means you can't pause music on one device and play it on the other. While that is annoying for those of us living the multi-device life, many other buds let you pick up your second device and connect directly from there.
This was not possible on the Momentums. You could not switch devices without first disconnecting. This is now kind of fixed, although we did find ourselves hitting connect a couple of times from the second phone before it actually worked. We experienced this with iPhone, Android, and a MacBook.
In the early reviews, these buds didn't have volume controls, but we're happy to report that they work well, and this is definitely a welcome feature that many higher-end earbuds don't have.
Apple AirPods, Bose QC Buds.
Wow.
Something to note, there was noticeable latency seen when watching YouTube videos on an Android device with aptX. We tested this and unfortunately it's still there.
The solution is simply to switch the codec to SBC in Android's developer options. It's a shame that you have to choose between high quality and lag, but there you go. And that's not the only lag you have to deal with. There were some reviewers who said there was a lag with touch controls and that it took about 1 or 2 seconds before it registered a pause when listening to music. We don't think this is a delay, but the result of Sennheiser actually choosing the 1, double and triple tap system. So the buds need to wait a while after the first tap to see if there's another tap coming or not. Speaking of taps, DHRME is brought to you by 2 buds.
Truly wireless.
Working in the spare time, so support our hard work and sleepless nights by tapping those like and subscribe buttons, why don't you?
About battery life, it's a bit of a shame that the actually advertised battery life of 7 hours doesn't hold true. In our testing, with ANC on most of the time, we tapped out at 4.5 hours.
Alright, to buy or not to buy?
Should you dish out more than 250 euros, $250 or 25,000 Indian rupees? First of all, always check the links in the description below for the latest deals. And yes, we get a small commission if you use the links, but at no extra cost to you. Think of it as a small thank you to us.
Yeah. Well, you should buy the Momentum True Wireless 2 if you want wireless earbuds to be music to your ears. These buds sound rich and natural and textured and are by far my favorite sounding wireless earbuds out of the box. There's no other wireless earbuds I enjoy more, especially while listening to something like distorted guitar or a real drum set.
If you want that next level ASMR and really dig that textile coated case.
If you like on-device, fully customizable controls like the ability to change volume, skip tracks, etc.
If you want buds with top-tier ANC that really live up to its promise.
if you also want to remain aware of your surroundings with transparent mode and be able to hear your own voice while on calls. And also if the quality of those phone calls is important to you.
If you want a capable way to switch connection between devices either on the fly or via the app.
And if you want to buy buds from a company that is committed to the environment and sustainability in more ways than one. So it avoids the use of composite materials, focuses on use of paper, addresses environmental impact not only in their production process, but also uses renewable energy, and gives you the ability to purchase spare parts like an individual bud if you lose one of the two buds. That's pretty cool.
All right, you should not buy the Momentum True Wireless 2 if you have more of an active lifestyle than a desk job or a couch potato and need the buds to have a secure fit and comfort for long periods of time. If you want the best transparency mode, because although these buds do well, the white noise is plenty audible.
And if with long periods of time you mean battery life that lasts longer than 4.5 hours with ANC on, if you want to control your earbuds in colder weather while wearing gloves, because these have touch controls and are only finger friendly. If you like to pick up a bud, any bud, because you cannot use the left one on its own.
If you're into long distance relationships with your connected devices, since the Bluetooth connection strength isn't the best.
No. And if you're way ahead of Type-C charging and only charge wirelessly, because these buds do not support wireless charging.
If you're not a big fan of intentional bulges in your trousers, because this case is bulgy.
Yeah. And if you think 250 euros or dollars is a lot of money, because it is.
You've been gaining true momentum.
And we've been DHRME.
Namaste.
Namaste.